What's up, guys, and you are welcome to another installation of RUG TV. And I am very sure you're all wondering what the hell is an RUG TV video doing in, or rather, on a Wednesday. Now, in this video, it is not about the news. I'm not gonna be talking about the news today. Neither am I gonna be talking about what's going on in the footballing world. It is gonna be all about my predictions on where each and every single team in the Premier League for now, and the Premier League will be finishing in the 2020-21 season. Now, in the 2019-2020 season, this is how it all went down, with Liverpool being crowned champions, Manchester City following up, then Manchester United, Chelsea, Leicester City, Tottenham, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Arsenal, Sheffield United, Burnley, Southampton, Everton, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Brighton, West Ham, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Watford, and Norwich City. And as many of you may be aware, Bournemouth, Watford, and Norwich have been relegated to the EFL Championship, and that means the newly promoted sides being Leeds, Fulham, and West Brom are now officially teams in the Premier League, and they're also going to be part of my prediction stats in this video. I thought it would be cool making a prediction video for one of the biggest leagues in the world in the form of the Premier League. The Premier League returns back to our screens on the 12th of September, and that is just 3 days from now. La Liga returns on Friday. The football fans all over the world, we are so excited that football is going to be back once more again. And I just want to assure all the Premier League fans out there watching this video that I am not going to be biased in any way. I am not. I do not support any club in the Premier League. I am a Barcelona fan that's based in La Liga. So every judgment I'm going to give in this video is based on how the teams have built up their squads in this transfer period and how they did perform in the last season before now. And we're gonna get right into this as we start off from the bottom of the table all the way to the top. And my first team going down and getting relegated is gonna have to be Fulham. Now, I do not dislike the team, it's just that their seasons so far in the Premier League hasn't really produced much of what people want to see. I really don't know how to hang with the big dogs in the Premier League. For me, I feel that the season is gonna be much like Norwich's season in the Premier League last season. They're gonna start off strong, really strong, and then just end up doing nothing. They're just gonna end up poorly. They have been a little bit impressive though in the transfer market. They're signing up to like 18 players or so, a lot of players though, but I don't feel that those players being signed are really gonna take them all the way. I personally didn't want to see them in the Premier League. I actually wanted Brentford to win. Like, I wanted to see a new face, new team, a fresh, brand new team in the Premier League. I didn't really want to see Fulham again. They've been in the Premier League for like how many? I can't even count how many numbers of times, guys. I think they've been relegated 14 times. Like, if you like look at it from the English Premiership League side down to the Premier League of now, they just don't know how to like stay and in the league for a very long time. And for me, they are going down the drain, down the table in the Premier League. Then joining Fulham in the relegation party has to be, for me, West Brom. Please do not criticize me. I'm putting back all the teams that were promoted into like the relegation side, but yeah, for me, West Brom. West Brom. They were really impressive though in the EFL Championship. They really did show signs of a team that is ready to fight And much like the reason I gave for Fulham, they will most likely get relegated because of maybe their inconsistency in goals and also maybe in their clean sheets. Their squad rather isn't really strong per se. Isn't really. I don't think it's going to be able to handle the heat of the Premier League. So yeah, for me, they are going down with Fulham. And for me, the last club that may be joining Fulham and West Brom in the relegation party has to be Aston Villa. Now, Villa did surprise us last season. We expected them to go down, but a Jack Greenish goal would save them and keep them in the Premier League for the upcoming season. But they have lost Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is now no longer an Aston Villa player. They have lost him. So and he was one of their key players. Though they do have a lot of players who stand out and make the club unique in its own way. But for me, except they get a little bit of luck from somewhere, or maybe their new signings that have been coming in. For me, Aston Villa are going down. I don't see them making any more waves in the Premier League. They did have a good run last season. I was really shocked though when they were able to stay. But yeah, they're gonna go for me. They are definitely getting relegated. This is my opinion though. They're getting relegated with Fulham with Fulham and West Brom. Then moving up, now we move to the teams that will not be getting relegated. That may well be playing safe next season. For me, for the 17th place in the Premier League, it has to go to Newcastle United. Now, they did get two big signings. I wouldn't say it here, I'll say in the next video. They did get two big signings from Bournemouth. That could actually be a determining factor on how they play if those two players can actually give them the goals they need and then give them that little bit of hope. But aside the fact that they just signed two new and innovative players. Though it's not only two players they've signed this season. They signed a lot of them, but those two are the ones that are actually stood out. I will be telling you guys the players in the Sunday video. I won't say here, but yeah, Newcastle United for me will be fighting against relegation at 17th. Yeah, so they're going to be at 17th position, just above Aston Villa. Moving up to 16th now, for me is gonna be West Ham United. Now West Ham United, a very impressive side though they finished 16th last season. They finished 16th. What a coincidence! Yeah, getting on 16 on my prediction table here. But yeah, they finished on 16th, and it was quite interesting to see the way they were able to bounce back, not getting relegated. They still have David Moyes as your manager, so yeah, that's is also a good one. And with the likes of players like Felipe Anderson, Mark Noble, and other good players in their squad, they do have they do or could rather actually stay in the Premier League longer. They are one of the very stubborn teams in the Premier League that we have. They just don't want to go anywhere. They are here to stay. So yeah, for me, West Ham United, they are really doing well in the transfer markets. They're really going all out on this. So yeah, West Ham United for me all the way to the 16th place on the Premier League table. Now moving up to 15th place in the Premier League table for me is gonna be another stubborn team and a team that really did surprise many people in the last season in the form of Burnley. Now Burnley were really good. Especially one player, Nick Pope, that's the first choice goalkeeper. He was really outstanding. He was actually in contention for the Golden Gloves, but unfortunately he lost to Anderson from Manchester City. But yeah, they're a very good side. I don't know why I put them this low, but for me, that way I just feel. I just feel they're gonna end up in 15th. It's not too low. I don't feel they're gonna have a bad season at all. I don't feel they're gonna have a bad season. Yeah, I don't feel they're gonna have a bad season, but yeah, they do have potential in their squads, and I would really love to see how they can pull things off. I really love to see Nick Pope's rated clean sheets. I really love to see the way he keeps his clean sheets for the next season. But yeah, in 15th place, it's gonna be Burnley. They are doing well in the transfer market, though. They are really going all out too. Lots of clubs are just pulling away in this transfer market. But yeah, that is for me my 15th prediction, 15th position prediction for the Premier League. Burnley at 15th. Now in 14th place, in the 14th place in the Premier League table, I had to like. This was really hard for me though. Looking at all the teams and their stats, for me the club finishing at the 14th position in the Premier League side is gonna have to be Brighton. Now Brighton are really they did partially well. They were okay. They're not a bad side, by the way. They were a good side. They did finish 15th. I'm putting them at 14th. But yeah, they did finish 15th in the Premier League table last season. But yeah, they're actually a very good side. And with the new signing of Adam Lallana from Liverpool, that could actually be a very key watch to look at next season. Adam Lallana is a very good player. He adapts very well. He did create a lot of goals in the Premier League for Liverpool, and we would really love to see what he can bring to the Seagulls in Brighton. But yeah, for me, 14th place is going to Brighton. Now moving on to the 13th place in the Premier League. It's for me. This was quite sketchy. This was a sketchy one for me. But yeah, for me, 13th place is going to Crystal Palace. Now Palace had a fairly good season last season. I had a very good season last season. Yeah, I had a fairly good season in the 2019. They did finish 14th though. They did finish 14th. Quite poor for a team of Jack caliber. But yeah, for me, they're gonna finish 13th this season. They have gotten new signings, and Wilfred Zaha is still staying at the club, so that's a plus for them. They should just create more chances for Zaha, give him more space, give him more play time, and yeah, they could actually see themselves even higher than 13 in coming next season. But yeah, for me in 13th place, it's going all the way to Crystal Palace. And we are still going up non-stop, and now all the way to the 12th position in the Premier League. For me, I'm giving this to Southampton. Southampton, very impressive side. They did really well, fairly well. They finished 11th last season. Pretty good, pretty good. They finished 11th, but they do rely too much on Danny Ings. Danny Ings being one of the contenders for the Golden Boots last season, but falling short. Yeah, I think him and Aubameyang did draw they did draw in the goal stats, did they? I think Aubameyang passed him. But yeah, for me, they are going to be in the 12th position. They did have a fairly good season, not too bad, not too good either. But yeah, with they are bringing in more players, players who they can use very well, and I think that's what they need. They actually need someone who can play up front with Danny Ings and score as much as Danny Ings score. So yeah, for me, Southampton could actually even go higher. They could actually go higher, but yeah, for me, they are gonna be in the 12th position come next season. This is my prediction. Moving higher now, we go all the way to the 11th position in the Premier League. And for me, finishing at 11th position is for me gonna be Everton. Now I know Everton has landed a very huge signing, which I will mention in the next video on Sunday. But yeah, they Ancelotti, a very great mind, crazy man in the footballing biz. But yeah, for me, they're gonna finish at 11th. They did finish 12th. They did finish 12th, and they at the beginning of the season they were doing great, but towards the end they didn't really do so much. But with the new signings they're bringing in, Ancelotti, he has plans for this team and he is looking to take them to greater heights. But yeah, for me, Everton will be finishing 11th on the table despite the new big signings, which I will be mentioning on Sunday, so you guys should stay tuned. But yeah, Everton, for me, they are gonna be at the 11th position. And now moving on to the 10th team, the team finishing in the 10th position in the Premier League. For me, this one was it was tough though to pick between which teams to finish here. But yeah, for me, I feel strongly that Sheffield United will be finishing in 10th place. Though they did finish in 9th last season, pretty impressive. They were newly promoted and they really they shocked the system in their form of play. They never stopped improving on their stats, both goal wise and in the process of trying to keep a clean sheet. They were very good. They were so close to getting to Europe, but unfortunately they did not. So yeah, they finished 9th last season, but for me I feel they're gonna finish 10th, not because maybe they're lackluster or anything like that, just because of the team I want to put in the 9th position. And yeah, for me, they are gonna fit. They both, though I do feel they could actually get in contention for Europe, to end up in Europe, or even struggle to get into the UEFA. But I strongly believe, or I strongly feel, that they are gonna end up in the 10th position despite their very good form of play last season, and they are already doing well in the transfer market. They're bringing in good new signings from different clubs and from their youth academy side. But yeah, for me, Sheffield United, they are gonna finish 10th in the Premier League for me. And leading us now to the 9th place in the Premier League. I'm sure you guys are gonna be shocked when I say this, and I'm sure some are wondering why I haven't mentioned them yet. But for me, in 9th place goes to Leeds United. Now my reason for this is Leeds United are good. They are absolutely good. They really do have potential, and they have one of the the greatest minds in the football game, in the footballing world, in the form of Marcelo Bielsa. Now that man has really shaped this squad, this team into a machine. They are really good. They did win the championship in convincing manner, and I would really love to see what they can bring. I would actually really love to see them qualify maybe for even for Europe, or maybe even make some teams sweat because of the UEFA Champions League. But yeah, for me, they're gonna end up in ninth. Though I do feel they're gonna do better. I really do hope they're gonna do better. It's been long. We saw Leeds United back in the Premier League, but they are back, and I really want to see what they can produce with the new signing Rodrigo. He with good time, enough time in the squad, and enough training sessions. I love Marcelo Bielsa therapy. He could really take this team somewhere where nobody would have thought they could make. But yeah, for me, Leeds United are gonna end up in ninth. Though I really want to see them end up maybe in Europe, or maybe even in the UEFA Champions League. But yeah, let's be realistic here. They were newly promoted. It's not every day we get to wake up and see newly promoted sides even win the league. But yeah, Leeds United for me, ninth position. Man, moving now to the eighth position in the Premier League, and this is one club I really like. I really actually do like them. Actually, almost like supporting them in the Premier League, in the form of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, Nuno, the coach of Wolves, he really did shock everyone. Like, how many teams can boldly say I have beaten Manchester City twice in the Premier League? Like, how many teams can say that? They really did shock the system when they came back. It was really fun, really interesting to see the way they played. They almost made it to Europe, but Tottenham just got enough on it to make it there ahead of them. But yeah, I feel I should be putting them higher. But I want to be real here. I want to be realistic here. For me, they're gonna finish eighth. So I really do hope they could make it even further than the Euros. Than Europe. But yeah. Wolverhampton Wanderers at 8. Adama Traore is still in the squad. They haven't dropped him yet, though he still has coronavirus at this time I'm posting the video. So yes, and they still have Raul Jimenez in the squad. They did lose Mark Doherty to Tottenham, but they still have some good tricks up their sleeve. We would really love to see what these guys can bring. I really do hope they make it even farther than Europe. But yes, Wolverhampton Wanderers in 8th position. And then moving on to the 7th position for me. Actually, I didn't really want to put these guys there, but yeah, they had to go there. For me, it's gonna have to be Tottenham Hotspurs for 7th position. Tottenham did finish 6th last season. 7th position last season went to Wolverhampton Wanderers, but last season they finished 6th. For me, this season I feel they're gonna finish in the 7th position. We haven't really seen that Mourinho stain yet on the Tottenham side. Tottenham is still looking leggy. They're still not showing that energy, that Mourinho flair that we normally see from the recent, or rather later clubs that Mourinho has coached. They still have a lot of work. Mourinho still have a lot of work. They do have one of the best coaches in the world in the form of Jose Mourinho. But yeah, we really love to see what Jose brings to the table next season, what he can do to shape, the Tottenham squad. But for me, they're gonna finish in 7th. I do hope they do finish higher than 7th, with the likes of Jose Mourinho. But yeah, 7th position for me goes to Tottenham. And now moving up to sixth position for me, this is going to Leicester City. Now Leicester City, they really did disappoint me last season. I was really hoping for them to like finish in the UEFA Champions League spot, but due to some, I don't really know what happened. They weren't able to do so, and they finished fifth last season. Yeah, but for me, I feel they're gonna finish in the sixth place this season. They they still have Jamie Vardy in their squad. They still have Jamie Vardy. He did finish the highest goal scorer and being the oldest player in the Premier League to win the Golden Boot. But that isn't still enough to win the Premier League. But from they really didn't impress many people as they did finish at fifth. Many expected them to finish in the UEFA Champions League spot, but due to inconsistency and some lackluster acts from the players, they unfortunately finished at the position they finished last season, and for me, they're gonna finish even lower than that in sixth position. Yeah, sixth position. They are doing a lot of work in the transfer markets too, but we would love to see what that can do to their squad as they do already have good players. But yeah, let's see what can happen in the upcoming season. But for me, in sixth position, Leicester City fills that place up. And now we are down to the last five teams remaining in the Premier League. And for me, filling that fifth position, the fifth square, the fifth place position, it goes all the way to Manchester United. Now, United did really have a really good comeback story. They did finish third, so they are gonna be in the UEFA Champions League next season. But I don't really feel that going to perform that same magic. Though Rashford, Martial, Bruno Fernandes are still in the side, and with the new signing of Danny Van der Beek from Ajax in that midfield area, we could actually see some spicy things going on in the Manchester United side. But I don't think it's gonna be enough to take them all the way, though. I don't feel it's gonna be enough. But yeah, Manchester United in fifth for me. Though they were impressive, very impressive last season, but they're gonna finish fifth for me this season. That's upcoming season. And now going to fourth position. Now this may come as a shock to many people, but I actually feel that Arsenal will finish in fourth place next season. Arsenal did finish eighth last season. They really did underperform. They didn't really give many football fans that Arsenal feeling, but if you have been keeping up with Arsenal in their FA Cup win and also their Community Shield win, you could actually see some signs of improvements in the Arsenal side. They are producing what I actually never thought they could actually giving me hope for them. They are a very good side, and Aubameyang will still be in the side. Ozil also will still be in the side, and I would really love to see what these guys can bring. But yeah, for me, they're gonna finish fourth. They could actually finish even higher than that, but it is Arsenal. Like, a lot of things can happen when it comes to Arsenal with the likes of David Luiz in their squad and Mustafi and all those type of players. But yeah, Arsenal for me is actually giving me that spark of joy and hope. So yeah, they could or may well be finishing in the fourth place when we come next season. Yeah, so for me, Arsenal finishes in the fourth position. And now we are down to the last three teams being Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City. Now, for filling that third position gap, um, this is really tough for me, or rather, this was really tough for me because I've already picked all my teams. But this was really tough for me. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting Chelsea again in third position. Chelsea finished fourth last season. I'm going to be putting them in the third position, though they are the team catching all the headlights right now. They are really getting all the eyes of every single fan in the footballing world. But yeah, they have made big signings. I don't even know if big right now is an understatement because they have made huge signings. And if they do not sign a new keeper, as at the time I'm recording this and posting this video, Chelsea hasn't made any new signing in the goalkeeping area. But yeah, if they do make a new goalkeeper, they do get a new goalkeeper and not sell Kepa. He's just inconsistent in his play. Still one of the best goalkeepers in the world, just inconsistency in play. But yeah, if they can get a very good goalkeeper in between the sticks, I could actually put them in second place if they do get a new keeper. But yeah, for now, Chelsea in third position. And now we are down to the last two teams, Liverpool and Manchester City. Now Liverpool, I'll just be sincere right now. I don't really feel Liverpool can win the league again. They aren't showing signs of a team that's gonna be able to hold that trophy for a very long time. They could if they wanted to, if Klopp wanted to, but for me, they're gonna have to drop to second place. They finished first with an astonishing 99 points, though they weren't able to pass the Manchester City points that they finished 100. But yeah, for me, Liverpool are gonna have to finish second this coming season. They're a very good side. Regardless, Liverpool are one of the best clubs in the world. But with their form of play, losing to Arsenal twice. Now they've lost to Arsenal twice, both in the Premier League and in the FA Community Shield, and they lost to Watford, relegated side. Newly relegated side. Watford. They're kind of on and off right now. They aren't really good, neither are they really bad at this point. But yeah, we really love to see if they can retain that title. But yeah, for me, it's not gonna be Liverpool next season. Liverpool finishing second, not by a very long distance type of they're not gonna be too far away from the first position, but yeah, they finished second for me. And that means only one team remaining and only one position left. Manchester City will retain, or rather, they didn't win last season. Manchester City are gonna be crowned, for me, champions of the Premier League next season. I do feel Chelsea could actually win the whole thing. For me, I actually do want Leeds to win the whole thing. But is it a Chelsea or Manchester City? But for me, I'm going strongly with Manchester City. City, they are just City. If Pep Guardiola is in the right sense of mind, in the right mood, he can actually take his team even higher and higher. I really do hope that they do get past the quarterfinals in the UEFA Champions League. They haven't been able to do that with Pep Guardiola in charge. But yeah, Manchester City for me are gonna be the ones to win the Premier League next season. And those are my predictions for the 2020-21 season in the Premier League. I am deeply, deeply sorry that the video had to be this long. This is my first ever prediction video on this channel, and I wasn't expecting it to be this long. Please, please do bear with me. But feel free to leave in the comment section down below where you feel your team will be finishing this season, either in La Liga, League One, the Bundesliga, or even in the Premier League. Feel free to leave in the comment section down below. And as always, enjoy yourself, have a great day, and goodbye.